So we'll do it.
I know all of you already know this, but I can't stand public nuisance streamers. The absolute degenerate.
I hate that shit so much. I hate it so fucking much, dude. And I'm not even saying like, oh, I hate it because like it's making it harder for me to do streams or whatever in public. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need to do a public stream ever again. Okay. I'm fine never doing an IRL stream or only doing it in a controlled environment. But it's just like, it's so fucking gross. Like, I hate the fact that being an absolute fucking asshole to like random individuals going about their day is something that is seen as monetizable content. Like, that shit sucks ass, bro.
Degenerate losers who go out into the world and film themselves just harassing random people. Basically, just pathetic worms that go out into the world and treat strangers like NPCs to spit on and use as props for their content. And one of the biggest goofballs in this category of content is named Johnny Somali, and he was just arrested in Japan, which is the most unsurprising news of all time. The only shocking thing about this story is that it hasn't happened sooner. Johnny Somali is a name you might have heard a couple of times over the last few months because he has said himself that he will do anything necessary to achieve clout, and the path he's chosen for that is to go to Japan and just harass everyone.
Time to exploit and monetize Charlie's hard-made content? Yes, dude, exactly. My goal is to exploit Charlie's hard-made content, which is basically him talking, which is hard-made content for sure, talking to a camera in the exact same way that I did, but like, you know, just using his commentary as a jump-off point instead. Why is it that these motherfuckers always do this? Why? Why are you like this, bro? This is such bad low-fate bait. Oh, because I respond to it, because I'm an idiot.
By spamming racist shit at them and a lot of deplorable garbage. It's a mystery how he hasn't been deported or killed. He actually flirted with death one time on stream not too long ago, actually, where he was barking up the wrong tree and was nearly sent to meet his maker.
Yeah, and what?
Just don't. All you have to say
Don't
is
grab nothing.
People will still compare Kick to Twitch. How do you justify monetizing shit at the top of the hour? Oh my God, that's such a good... Okay, you fucking literally hit me out of nowhere like that dude just got slapped. Fuck, you got me so good. Like, I did not see that coming at all, brother. That is fucked up. You're right, though. The top of the hour ad break is here. Now, you know, don't get blindsided by that. Don't get blindsided by that. Don't get hit in the fucking face with that top of the hour ad break. Subscribe. Be prepped. Do your prep work. Subscribe for $5 or free with a Twitch Prime. Or get gifted a sub. Your reactions have made it through certain communities, so a lot of weirdos are in here just to troll. Wait, what do you mean? My reactions have made it through certain communities. I don't know what that means. The Crooks SXX, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Here's the 3-minute ad right now. People are farming clips in the past few days. Wait, what? Go out in the world and be yourself and film and make real original content, dude. Sounds like something a socialist who enriches himself from capitalism. What's going on? We got like, okay, we do definitely have new weirdos in here. I think, because like all the new weirdos always come in with the old weirdo shit, which is pretty funny. But like, you know, they're in here, they're popping off. All right, let's keep going.
Oh.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
外国人同士喧嘩してんぞ、殴り合いめっちゃしてんぞ。金玉を殴り合いしてんぞ、外国人。
Absolutely beautiful haymaker delivered there, complete with like a Viking screech there, like a primal guttural yell as he delivers the most telegraphed hook I've ever seen in my life. But these two goobers didn't react to it at all. They just ate it like it was a bowl of cereal. And I also love the timing of that donation because it played that Mario coin sound effect, so it actually felt like he had just got the coins beat out of him by this guy. And I love that we also have another camera angle here to capture the aftermath because they tried to play it off like it barely hit them, but you can actually see one of them pooled blood a little bit on the ground because they got knocked out, like briefly. So it's everything about that just felt amazing to watch. It's very hard to root for someone, committing a public assault, but when they're instigating and the entire purpose for them being in Japan is to instigate conflict like this, it's hard not to at least pump your fist and cheer when they finally get what they deserve. And man, once again, very impressive delivery of this wallop. It was a wombo combo. He blasted.
I've seen chatter on another stream saying they love seeing you losing it, so they come into the stream specifically to trigger you, that they're sad you became more aware now and don't always take the bait. Bro, that's... like, that actually is so sad, brother. Get a life, man. That's so sad. Like, normal people outside of the online circles that you frequent would look to you and go, dude, what are you doing with your life? Like, if I had a friend, okay, if I had a friend who somehow got like sucked into some like weirdo shit, okay, and he was constantly like, bro, look at this fucking Twitch streamer, I'm gonna go in there, that's all I'm doing now, I'm just like going into his fucking chat and just saying some dumb shit on purpose that makes me look like an absolute baboon, okay, and he just like yells at me, and it's so fun. Look at this. Like, I'd be like, dude, that is the saddest existence of all time, man. That is so, like, what are you doing? Live your life. That is like incredibly antisocial. I don't know what to tell you. You're an interactive game to them, less like a person, more like SpongeBob if you can respond to slurs. Yeah, but it's like, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. People do things that are not exactly healthy online all the time, right? We're on Twitch, okay? There's plenty of unhealthy behavior here. But it's just like, do things that either make you happier or do things that are at least like positive for you. Like, don't watch content that just like is incredibly frustrating for you, that like or don't watch people you hate. Here's a great example. A lot of the stuff that Charlie is talking about right now, I hate it. I fucking hate it so much. Okay? And for months on end, I just did not watch it. It was all over my Twitter feed, and I still never watched it. Because I know it's very unhealthy. Like, if I watch it, if I look at it, it's just going to piss me off. It's going to ruin my fucking day. You know? Let's keep going.
Both of them. Fucking Johnny Somali watched his friend get clobbered, and then he said, "Excuse me, what about second breakfast? May I have one? I want what he's having." And then he also gets blasted too. Like, he did nothing to prevent it at all. He just sat there and took it. The camera angle where we can see what happened after they get dropped, and like all of their like belongings are scattered. I guess their fanny pack blew up when they fell over. It actually seems like they got the loot beat out of them in Diablo. Like when you defeat a mob and there's like loot left on the ground. That's what happened here. And they completely deserved it. They started that whole thing. That clapping really sums up this.
My controversial opinion is like, I wouldn't even celebrate the knockout because like, in a way, this dude is like making this kind of lolcow content to get that reaction, right? Like, even when he gets knocked out, he kind of wins, right? And it's like a weird situation because there's not really anything you can do for someone who is just a social outcast like that. Like, there's no way to control that when, like, I mean, society is designed around people just like kind of getting together and collectively recognizing their shared interest and basically saying like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking rock the boat. I'm not going to do anything too out of pocket. You know what I mean? I might break some certain boundaries or whatever. And oftentimes there's also obviously like the the fear of being considered a social pariah or whatever. But now we've monetized that for people who never even have to go outside, who can just like watch from inside, have someone behave like that, like their own NPC outside. You know what I mean? As a form of self-harm, just like the losers that hyperfixate on you as a locale. Yeah, there's like a lot of people who genuinely are deeply and unfortunately mentally ill, who just have made thousands of sock accounts and don't recognize that like this is like not good for their mental health. And they oftentimes go away and go find someone else to harass online, but then they come back every now and then. And it's just like extremely ill behavior, you know? I find people that hate Hasan everywhere so weird. Yeah, the one unique thing about that is that rarely will you find them in the real world. They're always online. They're everywhere online. That is the single easiest way to recognize that like you most likely are just online. Most people in the real world have no fucking idea who I am. Why would they? And if they know who I am, they just kind of know me as like the TYT guy or the guy who's like a live streamer who talks about politics from a liberal perspective. He's like a very liberal guy. That's how they know me. Anything beyond that, okay, outside in the real world, is not going to have any strong opinions on who I am anyway. Okay, people will know me from H3H3, things of that nature. But there is no, like when you say other streamers also hate you or whatever, yeah, they're also hyper online. I'm hyper online too. Aren't most of your IRL interactions with people pretty positive for that exact reason? These dorks who come in don't go outside. Exactly. Exactly. So I never encountered it in the real world until I told my girlfriend I watched you, and she said, "Oh, I feel like I'm always seeing him getting in trouble on Twitter." And I realized it literally wasn't possible to list off all the possible fake things she may have seen about you online. Yeah. Had 2 of your haters jump in my DMs last week alone just to harass my ass. Your haters are unhinged. Exactly. Their goal is to just basically, try and desperately alienate me online, my only mechanism of reaching out and doing outreach, and foster a community. And they can't do that by like cutting off my financial support because I don't have fucking sponsors. So they can only do that by like personally trying to harass every individual that comes in here. So it's whatever. Anyway, let's continue.
This whole situation.
They're just
when
very
these
sad.
two
You just gotta
goofballs got
stay the
dropped,
course.
everyone who witnessed it clapped. They celebrated. Like they had just watched their favorite sports team win a big game. They were happy to see them finally get dropped. Now, I'm not here just to go through memory lane of all of Johnny Somali's worst moments. There's plenty of videos that go over his history on why he's just an absolute degenerate loser. But he has now been arrested, and that's what I want to talk about, because that is a huge W. That is long overdue. So he got arrested because he broke into a construction site on stream, and there's footage of him being arrested because he films everything that happens there because it's all content. And this might actually be the happiest moment of his life because he knows this is another article about to be written about him, which means maybe a couple extra viewers there to point and laugh at him like the clown he is.
Mark, look at his face. He's like smiling through it all. Because he loves it. He loves this. He loves getting arrested. He loves getting owned. What do you do in that situation? Like you can't deal with someone like that with normal processes.
You can see his eyes light up. He is loving it. Having the handcuffs thrown on him,
That's one of the worst parts about it is that like you just even when he's getting owned, he's still winning. So that is also very frustrating about it. You know what I mean? The only way he loses is if he gets just perma-banned from every platform so he can't stream anymore. Like, yeah, okay, he gets deported from Japan. So what? You know what I mean? There's plenty of other countries you can go to and do the same exact shit. He's gotten banned from other countries too. I think he got like literally deported from Thailand, if I'm not mistaken, because he was doing the same shit there. Also got his ass beat there.
It's all being captured on stream. This is better than Christmas for him. He got the ultimate gift here. Santa Claus was real nice to him. And he got like a 72-hour ban on Kick, which was lifted, because obviously Kick doesn't ban anyone for fucking anything. Someone could go on Kick Live right now and execute a man in cold blood, and they'd probably just ban him for 24 hours and be like, well, he's probably learned his lesson by now. But anyway, even as Johnny was being arrested,
like, come on.
he did not...
He's like, why are we going so hard on this guy? I mean, after all, is murder all that bad, number one? And number two, it's like... he can't do it again. He did it one time. Like, lightning never strikes twice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, actually it does. It ends up striking 4 times, 5 times in the same fucking spot, like, when it comes to this kind of shit. Because it's all about fostering a culture that thinks this kind of behavior is perfectly valid and perfectly normal. Okay? That's it. That's why it's not like an accident that this kind of stuff doesn't happen on a website that is infinitely larger and has way more daily active users and has way more fucking new people coming in to start streaming every goddamn day. Okay? Like, people will say, oh man, well, what about that one time when the dude live streamed that the Buffalo shooting on Twitch, right? They literally banned that immediately. Like, they banned it in under 2 minutes. They found the account and they clapped it so fucking fast. Like, if you think that is a valid comparison, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that is absolutely insane. For the amount of people that open up a new stream and start live streaming, the TOS enforcement per capita is not even comparable between Twitch and Kick. What you may not realize that every IRL streamer on Kick does paid gambling streams for about 2 hours a day, even filming their laptop with their IRL streaming phone. Wait, really? I mean, I don't watch any of that shit, so... And Twitch's stance on murder is not in question, whereas Kick's stance on these types of heinous acts being live streamed is, yeah. To act like it's comparable is disingenuous? Yes, but, disingenuous arguments is all a lot of people have when they want to just, like, keep watching horrifying content. I mentioned that to someone on a call yesterday. They mentioned hot tub streams in response. Bro, I can get head on Kick. Yeah, that's people that say like, oh, what about hot tub streams? It's like, brother, you can literally get your shit sucked, okay, on the main page on Kick, which has happened like a bunch. So anyway.
Not go quietly into the night. He made sure to deliver more high-quality, gut-busting comedy that he's become known for by mentioning nuclear disasters. Because that's all he fucking says there. He mentions the nuclear bombs during World War II and the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster as jokes. That's the joke he likes to make. He's literally just an edgy bot. There's barely even a brain left in his skull.
Didn't Kai or whoever get a handy on Twitch? This is such a funny fucking take. Because, like, the fact that, one, you don't even know if it happened or not is pretty funny, okay? I've joked about this before. Like, there is literally no comparison in either of these situations, okay? Like, the idea is, or at the time, what people were speculating, and I think, like, he might have had, like, a little bit of playing bingo, okay? In that circumstance is ridiculous because he's not fucking filming himself getting his dick tugged, okay? He's not like a top-down camera getting his fucking dick tugged. It's like a 3-second moment that you can only see if you fantasize about it being real, because it was like in the reflection on the mirror. And you can't even see it from the fucking mirror. Okay? Like there's no equivalent here. There's no like, yo, getting my cock sucked right now live. You know what I mean? That's not what happened. It was a fucking... Like the entire point is it's not clear. It's not obvious, and people don't even fucking know. Like people don't even know to this day if it really happened or not. Like sure, you can endlessly speculate on it. Okay? But there is a difference between like something you can't fucking even see, right? You can't see on camera versus something you very clearly are seeing on camera. I don't know why I defend Kai so hard when it did happen, but that guy's comparison was stupid. So why did you agree with exactly what I said? Because that's precisely what I said. Even at the time, I said, yeah, I feel like he definitely had a little bingo moment where the girl most likely put her hands down his fucking pants. But you also agree with me. You said the exact same thing, but you came at it like you are antagonistic. Why does this happen all the time in my own community, where someone comes in and says exactly what I just said, but says it in an antagonistic, condescending manner to be like, it's kind of dumb that you're doing this thing, and then repeats my exact point. At least you can just turn around and be like, and come at it from like a different angle that's more creative, because you just agreed with me. You said the exact same thing that I said. Yeah, because I'm the main character. Okay, we'll take an hour off, main character.
He's just been programmed to say the most generic, edgy shit that he can muster up in order to jingle keys in front of his pathetic chat that supports him. So, as of right now, there's no new updates on the status of Johnny, whether he's still in custody or if he's even going to be allowed to stay in Japan. Hopefully, he won't be allowed to stay in Japan unless it's staying in a prison, because he's just been terrorizing Japan. And after months of documented evidence of his behavior and the deplorable shit he's done over there, I don't understand why they'd let him stay there with no problem at all. But I guess we'll see. I want to give you a bonus clip though, give you a little dessert here on top of all this, because there's another public nuisance streamer who just found himself in some hot water, with his life flashing before his eyes off of problems that he created for himself.
He's sitting right over fucking there and no one's paying attention. You know why? Because of racism. Yep. That's not funny.
Funny.
No.
It's very funny.
Why is that funny?
What is happening? Like, why are these people like this?
You and me, Central Park, tomorrow. Don't be late, motherfucker.
Do it now. Ain't no reason to wait. What happened?
What the fuck is this?
Who could have possibly predicted this outcome? Are you trying to tell me a guy like this is a coward? Say it ain't so.
Yeah, so many people are literally just doing the Ezra Miller strat, right? Where they're just fucking being a public menace, a public nuisance for the funsies.
I don't believe you. I don't believe what I'm seeing here. So full disclosure, I don't know who this guy is. It seems like he's just another one of those revolting ooze douchebags that just instigate conflict. But in this case, the person that he's starting all the hoopla with actually just calls him out on it, and he's like, alright, then we'll fucking fight. The streamer point blank challenges him, tells him to meet him in Central Park tomorrow. Obviously, he's being very vague on purpose because he has no plans of engaging in any kind of pugilistic combat here. And then when the stranger's like, no, why wait? We can just settle it now. Which is such a badass line, and the second he unzips his jacket, you can almost hear the streamer's heart skip a beat. He's getting palpitations, and fight or flight kicks in, and you know he's not fighting, so he just bolts out. I have no doubt that is the fastest he's ever run in his entire life.
Alright. I hope he doesn't chase me, because I don't want to fight him.
Fight him, you pussy, that's what they're saying?
Am I a pussy beta? Perhaps. But I don't know.
scary Asian, pressed by Asian. God, such fucking losers, man. It's this shit is so disgusting. I don't know why nobody is embarrassed to behave this way in public. I just don't get it. How are you not embarrassed? Why are you not embarrassed to behave this way? In the beginning, Chad was telling him to grope the woman. Like, what is going on? This isn't in public? Yes, I'm saying I don't know why people aren't more embarrassed to behave like this in public. Why? What is going on today, dude? What's happening? Did everyone's brains get fucking recircuited? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm saying you should be embarrassed to behave this way in public. Like, you know, be normal and stop fucking behaving this way in public. Does the tiny dopamine hit for the views outweigh the shame felt? I don't know. I don't know why people don't. I don't know why this is like the new meta on the live streaming space. Like, I feel like for the longest time, I guess maybe this is an old clip of this dude that used to be super racist to people in public to try to get reactions. I guess like for the longest time, maybe it's more shocking that it didn't become this way. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is basically prank content, but now with, like, a choose-your-own-adventure element added onto it. You know what I mean? It's basically prank content where you get to control the pranker, the prankster. And you get to make the prankster do whatever the fuck you want him to do. Yeah, when Twitch landed, just chatting was literally similar early on until it all got banned. I know, that's what I said. Twitch used to be like this too. Ironic, because all the dudes who got fucking banned on Twitch and then got banned on YouTube are now doing this shit on Kick.
I'd legitimately feel bad for him if he wasn't such a scumbag. You can hear the size of realization where he comes to terms with actually just being a fucking loser. He couldn't even cobble together some kind of loose defense of his actions here. He goes, am I a pussy beta? Perhaps, but I don't know. Like, he's starting to get some self-realization here at the pathetic specimen that he's become. You can also tell from the chat what kind of community he's fostered over there, so not exactly someone to feel really bad for here. The only one to feel bad for is the guy that was being harassed, because he didn't even get the closure of being able to get a few good shots in on this fucking loser. But anyway, I just wanted to share all of this information with you. Great news with Johnny.
Yeah, it's not great news, because it's just, there's nothing you can do about it.